My research is about understanding the problems that lead people to prison and what we can do to provide the skills that they need while they're in prison so that they won't return. Like any researcher, you want to understand. And so I go and listen to people who have had a life that's dissimilar from mine, who are in prison, and I ask them to trust me and tell me their stories. And I take them very seriously when they give me their stories. And I try to then create programs that will be responsive to their stories. And to the extent that Community 101 is successful, it is because I listened and was able to translate their stories. We in this country are still focused way too much on retribution and not enough on restoration. It is my hope that with our financial crisis, that we will realize that we cannot continue to throw so many dollars at holding people inside prison and creating people who are very, very angry. It is when people feel overwhelmed with the consequences of their lives that they do things that lead them to prison. And we are likely to see more of that as our financial downturn leads to higher unemployment and people can't support their lives. They start to lose their homes, they start to lose their cars, they lose their sense of security. And when people start to lose their sense of security, they do things that are not mindful. They do things that are not in the best interest of their families, of themselves, or society. And I can tell you that we spend billions of dollars a year. I can tell you the numbers about how many people that we incarcerate. But I don't want us to get lost in the numbers. I want us to see the people. It is when you see the people that the numbers start to gain meaning, and that we start to realize that we are throwing so much money away when we throw people away because we think that's a solution to problems of poverty, to problems associated with addiction, and when we try to solve issues of desperation by just discarding people. These people should not be discarded. We should be investing in them so that they can be productive taxpayers. It is not smart to use our very scarce resources to incarcerate people for years and years and years and then throw them out and expect them to be independent adults when we've converted adults who came in to children through the incarceration process. It is not a sensible policy. We can keep people on the outside safe by helping the people who are sentenced to prison heal their wounds. They want to believe that they have goals. They want to believe that they can do and live the American dream. And it's my job to say to them, you're doing great. I see your character. I see what you're trying to do. Let me help you. And we need more of that in America, is to say, I can help you. And we can help without necessarily giving money. We can help each other by being present, by teaching the skills that we have, so that people who have been disadvantaged in a country that has such bounty will have the same opportunities that we grew up with, so that the country's fairer, better, and more humane. I also do large field surveys, usually in the summer, and I just received news that I've been approved for the second one, which will be on reentry readiness, which will be the first survey done of a corrections population who are 2 years from the gate. They will sit down at laptop computers for an hour and answer questions relevant to what preparation they've had inside prison, what skill sets they bring, how they feel about their readiness, what their concerns are as they proceed to go to the outside. I will hire 6 to 8 students over the summer who will then travel to the 14 facilities with me as we collect this information. I did this 3 years ago with my victimization survey, and it was a great experience for them to be inside prison, to see what it's like, and to meet the people who are confined inside prison, to see them less as other and more as themselves, that they are no different. They've just faced different circumstances.